Hello friends, my name is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Please make yourself comfy for something that's gonna make you cringe a lot. But isn't that the beauty of online video? So this video was inspired by a TikTok created by someone who was talking about the opening number for the 2009 Tony Awards, which is essentially a fever dream's fever dream, and it unlocked a memory that I forgot I had. So I knew I had to make a video delving into one of the most chaotic opening numbers in Tony Awards history. But first, before I continue, if we haven't met before, my name is Lindsay. I make videos about pop culture with an emphasis in Broadway, so if that's your thing, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I make a brand new video. Before I get into the nitty-gritty of this video, I do want to point out two things. And I have to reiterate this because I felt kind of resistant to making this kind of video for two reasons. One, the 2009 Tony Awards were the first Tony Awards ceremony that I watched on TV as it was happening, so it has a special place in my heart. And two, if I'm being honest, I feel awful about digging into why this opening number was so trash. Because I'm sure the people that put it together were really had good intentions, and they were really trying to put something good together, and those same people are probably out of work, and they're not going back to work. If they weren't already, you will see why in a second. Until early next year. I don't want to kick a person when they're down, but if it's for artistic purposes, then I will. I am an empath to a fault. I just feel really bad when I see other people struggle. The other day, I saw a neighbor come home from, I'm assuming, the grocery store, and they opened up their car trunk, and all their groceries fell out of the back, milk, fruit, everything. I felt really bad, and I couldn't function for at least a few hours. So I am that kind of empath. And so now that that's out of the way, now it's time to dig into an opening number that is so iconic, but it's so iconic for being bad. Like I said earlier, this is the first Tony Awards ceremony that I had ever seen from start to finish on TV, but I'm still gonna trash it. Seeing this opening number first thing is the origin of my anxiety. Anytime that it pops up on social media, it triggers my fight or flight. I will link it below so you can watch it yourselves. Let's break down this masterpiece, sure. I want to believe it wasn't bad at dress rehearsal, but because there were so many issues, I kind of question that. So first off, within the initial 30 seconds of the number, you can hear the echo of Elton John. You can hear the essence of him. It's like he died and they're playing an audio clip of him to pay tribute. But no, he's there. He is center stage. He has a spotlight. He is very much there. Eventually the mic kicks in about 2 measures too late, but it's too much. It's already too late. The damage has already been done. And there's still this bizarre echo, and then you think maybe it is the ghost of Elton John. Maybe it's a hologram.
Losing who you are.
Then about 1:15 seconds in, look to the left side of the screen. There's a camera person there. They're probably not supposed to be there. And then I notice where they are, and they're oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. And then they scurry out of the way to try to make things not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. So that part ends, and it's in Splash Mountain when you get past the first step, and you're okay, and you're in the part of the ride where it's indoors, and it's still sunny and kind of warm, that kind of stuff. And then it gets dark, and you dip, and you get wet all within a 2.5 second period. So the cast of West Side Story and Guys and Dolls come out, but again, you kind of just get the essence of them, because the rest of the sound is drowned out by two things. One, the applause from the audience just congratulating Elton John and all the Billy Boys for getting through that part of the number. And two, the leads of West Side Story warming up backstage. Look, I know it's mostly the ensemble at this point, but mic them for God's sakes. I need those harmonies for clear skin. But then the leads of West Side Story pop out on stage, and we know they sound great because their warm-ups were on point. But the balance of the sound was so off. It sounded like they were supposed to sing as one, but there's two people who were purposely singing really loud so they can get the attention of the agent and the audience. So finally that ends, and then the cast of Rock of Ages comes out, but only for maybe 4 seconds, so that then they can introduce the band Poison, including frontman Bret Michaels. Now the sound here is just okay, it could be better, but there's still a weird thing of echo. Most people know of Bret Michaels as being the frontman for Poison, but I know him from one thing and one thing only. That's right, spending too much time taking in the applause and then running back to the set piece, trying to get under, but then doesn't, and then he hits his head on the set piece and then gets a concussion, all during the 2009 Tony Awards opening number. So just as he gets hit by a set piece, Stalker Channing walks on stage because she was in Pal Joey at the time, and you couldn't hear anyone gasp or even acknowledge that this guy just got a concussion live on stage, because all the girls and gays saw Stalker Channing and they were woo! So Stalker Channing's on stage, right? And you know what would pair really well with Pal Joey and Stalker Channing? That's right, Aaron Tveit and Next to Normal. So initially, it looks strange. Body language. But somehow, some way, I'm alive and then bewitched, bothered, and bewildered, some reason works. It's like sweet and salty. It's like chicken and waffles. You're kind of unsure at first, but it actually goes together and you can't really explain why. Also, as I was watching the opening number to get ready for this video, I noticed something when Bret Michaels hit his head. His hat stayed on the stage during Aaron Tveit and Stalker Channing's part. Like, it was just sitting there. And somewhere between the end of the mashup and then like the next part of the opening number, some techie, God bless them, ran on stage, grabbed the hat, and ran back off without very much distraction. So I'll take a second and applaud the techie. Good job, techie. I hope you're doing well. So the mashup ends and then the cast of Shrek pops out on stage. And honestly, it actually went really well. Like, there were no technical glitches, like nothing that seemed out of the ordinary to report back. That's the least problematic part of the opening. As it should be, because it's Shrek. The rest of the opening goes on without a hitch. Shrek, I think, is the thing that glued it all together, and that's my opinion. Next we see Dolly freaking Parton with the cast of 9 to 5. Liza Minnelli strolling on stage like it's Kristen Wiig playing Liza Minnelli, and the Liza Minnelli tries to turn off a lamp sketch on SNL. Anne Hathaway getting hyped. Liza Minnelli then disappearing into the cast of Hair on stage with Gavin Creel, Casey Levy, Will Swenson. So powerful, almost too powerful. And that leads to a rendition of Let the Sunshine In with everybody else involved in the opening number, and it's beautiful. Elton John partying with hippies, Sutton Foster living her best life, Stalker Channing raising a single hand among peace signs. A lot of the acting nominees also made it up there and they kind of looked like they were out of place. And someone's kid also just looking like they're having a great time. And honestly, that ending made up for all the technical glitches. And it watered my crops, paid my bills, cleared my skin, got rid of my gray hairs. It was beautiful, fantastic. But truly, if those technical problems had not occurred, it would have been one of the most iconic opening numbers of Tony Awards history, but like iconic in a good way. It was too powerful. Like, if there were for those technical glitches, it would have been too powerful for our eyes to see. Okay, because think about it. Let's like do a little recap. Okay, Aaron Tveit, classic musicals like West Side Story, Guys and Dolls, Hair, Elton John, Liza Minnelli, Dolly Parton. Again, big fan of Dolly Parton, so that's why I had to include her in there. Stalker Channing. The list goes on and on and on. And in a bizarre way, I know I've been like really kind of like, you know, roasting this opening number, but watching this opening number made me really excited for Broadway to come back in a bizarre way. It's because of the culmination of every single person involved in that award season on stage? Probably. Was it also because of the chaos? Partially. Oh, and then side note, the mic problems continue throughout the entire ceremony. Even Titus Burgess had to hold a mic during the Guys and Dolls number, but he pulled it off because he's Titus Burgess and that's what he does. Thank you all so much for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know, have you seen this opening number before? I guess, what's your favorite part of it? I would love to know. If you liked this video and if you like theater related content, you can subscribe to me and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I make a brand new video. Also, I just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is very exciting, especially for my type of content. I would say it's a bit more niche. So thank you for being here and subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed already, you should, because then we can be buddies, and that's great. I make new videos every Wednesday. You can find me on my social media down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye!